What's going on? Coach Luka here from Vigor Ground Fitness and Performance, and I wanted to give you guys a tour, kind of like the updated Vigor. It's a cold December day. It's not crazy busy right now, but I wanted to first show you guys just the lobby. You actually can't see V behind there in the front desk area. And then on the other side, we got a Fit Bar Cafe right here, which you guys will see. It's chilling, but you got smoothies, acai bowls, supplements, all that good stuff that you can get throughout the day. Then we go into kind of like the actual gym, the training area. Now, you'll see today, like we got some of our coaches doing semi-private personal training, which is what we're the absolute most known for, small group personal training, semi-private personal training, which means it's basically, getting a completely customized program, but at a much more affordable price, because you might be training with 3 other people. It's usually the average. We go anywhere from like 2 to 4, but usually you're going to be with about 3 people with a customized program. And it allows you to get more training, which gets you faster results than one-on-one personal training, right? But you'll kind of see the area. Like we have a lot of I would say, equipment that's awesome for getting results. If you're a training geek, because that's our expertise. Our expertise is coaching and community. And the coaching side of it means the actual training, the program design, taking somebody through training, but also the lifestyle management part of it. Nutrition, sleep, stress management, right? All the things that encompass the mindset part of getting sustainable results with your body, your performance, and your health. So this is completely kind of a semi-private area. We got some cool equipment that you actually can't even find out anymore. Flex Fitness brand, hack squat. We got like the Rect Fem, like lean back leg extensions, lat pull downs with every attachment you can imagine. Elite FTS back extension, good stuff. Tons of squat racks. So like we have, let's see, 5 different squat racks with another 6 on a rig. So 11 different squat rack stations. All the specialty bars, see the Kabuki transformer bar that you can adjust. But then, my philosophy has always been like getting the equipment that helps people get the best results. So we got belt squats, a couple of pendulum squats, hack squats, right? So these are very, very kind of, I would say, joint friendly that we can integrate for people if they have a tough time doing regular squats, right? Just finding the equipment, again, that allows you to program the best for clients. From there, we go into this, we have this custom-made rig from Unix. One's basically, every one of them has pull-up stations, squat stations, but then this one is the cable squat rack. So we have all the cable attachments. You can do flies, pulls, everything. Then we have a Smith machine one. So obviously within it, same thing. You can do all the squat stuff, Smith machine stuff. And then we have the jammers, which are awesome for explosive work, rotational work. But on every one of them, we can squat, bench, and do everything else. Some of the best, pendulum squats, some of the best, I would say, joint-friendly squats, that 0 low back tension. You can adjust it to for people that their knees are bugging them. So these are excellent. We actually ended up getting 2 because they were so popular with our personal training clients. And then we have glue ham raise. I mean, every attachment roller that you can imagine, I can't even show. Again, specialty bars left and right. Then we got this big rig that basically is great for when we do our group training, because again, we have multiple squat stations, TRXs, rings, ropes, boxes and attachments for that. Big fan of kettlebells. So here where we got a T-bar row and bands, and you'll see in here, so within Vigor Ground, there's high-def physical therapy. It's one of the best I would say, physical therapy clinics. There's 7 of them now, but we have 6 PTs in-house. So there's multiple rooms, and I'll show you guys, here's one of them where they're working with the PT clients. And then we're big fans of kettlebells. So you see, we have 130, 140 bells of every size that you can imagine. Great for classes, but also integration, right? And then what then brings us to the turf. So we have about a 35-yard, length of turf. This is actually a area now that we're also adding more equipment, but we have split squat stands. We have K-boxes for eccentrics. You have reverse hyper. We have tons of sandbags, dynaballs, jam balls, hurdles, you name it. But there's going to actually be some even more equipment here. But we can have a full-blown, 25-yard sprint with a decel. And we have a lot of the technology, meaning dasher, speed traps, so we can measure people's 10-yard acceleration, flying 10s, all of that good stuff, right? Where we can measure performance. We have output monitors for velocity-based training for athletes to see how fast they're moving the bar, how fast they're moving stuff, right? And you can see this is really, really useful because we can do movement drills, skips, sprints, agility, both in classes and with sports performance work. And as you come down here, we have a lot of the sled attachments, whether it's sled pushes, whether it's sled drags, whether it's our prowlers, again, a whole bunch of dynaballs as well. Our soft tissue area. So we've got foam rollers, body tempering tools. And it's not just the tools, it's the fact that like, myself and my team have gone through all the education to be able to apply those tools, right? Because tools are only as valuable as the person that's using the tool. And so that's one of the big things. Our big thing is education. So we've been around for 17 and a half years here in Renton, and the team has over 100 certifications. And again, it's irrelevant, the amount of certifications. What's relevant is the knowledge that is then applied to the clients so we can help them get the best results. This is called our energy system area. So we got our rowers, our skiers, multiple Jacobs ladders, salt runner, self-propelled, Precor one. We have a Versa climber, endless rope. So just tons of conditioning tools that we use, again, in a class format and or for our semi-private personal training clients. Plyo boxes, hip thrust boxes. But then we'll go here, and this is kind of like our deadlift area, our Olympic lifting area with platforms. So you can see we have 3 different platforms, tons of different, we probably have like 8 or 9 trap bars. So we never run out of trap bars, which is also great. Tons of weights, chains, hooks, everything that you need, boxes for, again, Olympic lifts if we're doing them, but usually for elevation on the trap bars. Our cable attachments, again, we have like 3 different cable stations here. We have a glute drive, which, booty building, really, really good. We're actually getting a couple more pieces of equipment now, also for glutes. We have another rack there. You can see Cadillac bar, weight releasers. So just as like in the training space, all the gadgets that you can imagine, right? Because we also have hurdles, hamstring curl, quad extension combo, arsenal row, a Nordic curl. And in here, what you'll see is Hawkin Dynamics force place, right? So this is technology that like right now it's not plugged in, but what we'll do is both for physical therapy and at Vigor, testing, vertical jump, RSIs, force development, deceleration, asymmetries. This tech is an expensive tech, but another thing where it's like a tool that you have to learn how to use to where it tells us how to basically create training programs. So for example, if somebody doesn't have good acceleration, deceleration, we'll see it in the data and we'll be able to now build a program that's specifically going to adjust for that client and that athlete. We can see asymmetries, right? If one leg is driving a lot stronger than another leg, and we can then test that throughout time. So again, this is excellent piece of equipment because we're using the data to be able to help clients achieve the results that they want, right? So everything in this gym is built for customization of personal, semi-private personal training, small group personal training to get clients the best, most sustainable results. And again, you guys can see like this is another PT kind of area that High Def has. We have some offices upstairs. And so you can kind of see there's a lot of stuff that's all adjusted towards personal training. Now, we're going to go upstairs real quick because upstairs we have a little area. We have our offices, but we also have, I would say, some tools of being able to get body comp results for clients. So we have our, I would say, in-body scan. Hey, Ann, we're just taking a tour. Here's Ann. She's an absolute champion, by the way. So up here, we've got an in-body where we'll measure results. Now, downstairs, we actually also lease out to DexaFit. So we have a DEXA scan in-house. We have VO2 max testing in-house as well. But for all our clients that would do it on a regular, we have an in-body that helps measure body fat percentage, weight, all those good things, lean body mass. We'll print that out. We have Hyperice recovery tools right here. We even have a hyperbaric chamber, right? So that's the same one that LeBron James uses. And we use that with our athletes. We'll integrate it into their plan. We have a tonal up here. So this area is kind of like, we even have, if you need kids coming up here, playing, relax, chill, do Hyperice, go into the hyperbaric chamber. Again, that's integrated into some of the clients' programs. But then we have offices also for sit downs for strategy sessions, right? So if you kind of look at the gym, this gym is about 8,500 square feet, including the lobby. But it's been built and organized and structured specifically for, again, small group, semi-private personal training. And this year we got some cool stuff coming because anybody that's in the semi-private personal training program will also have access to open gym. So it's going to be very, very exclusive. And they have access to the recovery, to consistent in-bodies, to all the good stuff, right? So that's something that's very, very unique, is that we're the only gym that has been in Renton doing personal training for almost 18 years, right? At this point in time, we're kind of closing in on 5,000 clients transformed through our different programs, right? Our small group personal training, our semi-private training, even our team training, which is our large group model. But again, you kind of got the tour, saw the breakdown. The tools are just the tools. And the most important part is the expertise in the community that helps you get from point A on the GPS, which is where you are right now, to point B on the GPS, which is where you want to be. Your sustainable goal of body composition, health, and performance. Now, this is very important. I call it the magic triangle, right? Like when you are training, getting your nutrition right, getting your training right, getting your lifestyle right, the goal is always, you want to look a certain way. Now, however that is absolutely up to you, but that's body composition, right? You want to change your body composition, the way you look, but that does not matter if you do not also improve your health. And then also for most people, that doesn't matter. It doesn't improve their performance. So we call it that magic triangle where you get all three. We help you improve your body composition, the way you look, health, the way you feel, and what's under the hood. That means your blood work, all the markers that show that like you are actually healthier. And then performance is like what you can do. And every client wants, different things. We train elite level athletes. Some of them want to get, to the Super Bowl. Some of them want to get to the NBA championship, and they want to get a new contract. And that's their performance goal. For a lot of our clients, they want to feel stronger, right? They want to be fitter. They want to be able to, like, for example, go for a 8-mile hike or go play pickup basketball or pick up their grandkids with no problem and be able to hold them overhead, right? And be able to play with them. So there's different performance markers that we basically help you decide like what that is. What is point A? What is point B? And then the plan in a sustainable way gets you there so that you can keep it. No crazy diets and, crash diets and programs that you just can't sustain. That just doesn't work. What works is what you can integrate into your life consistently. And that is a custom individual plan that's going to work for you. And that's what we do at Vigor Ground Fitness and Performance. So if you want to know more, check us out, vigorgroundfitness.com. You can Google us. You can type us in. You can look us up on social media and on YouTube. And we'd be honored to have you trust us with your health, fitness, and performance. So hopefully we'll see you in here soon.